Hey everyone, it's Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, and this is my first ever playthrough of Trigger Happy Havoc. This, I've said it before, and I've said it, and I probably will say it a million times more. You're going to be so annoyed by me saying this. This is one of the best games I've ever played so far. I'm having such a fantastic time with this, to the point that when I stop playing it, because I obviously have to stop recording, all I do again is just think about this game. It's so good. It's so good. And I'm having such a good time. But it's also horrific. It's also messing with my mind in some cases as well. And I think that's intentional. It is insane. It's a really good game. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. Yep. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder and right in front of us. One of my favorite characters. I can't believe they killed off Junko at this part of the game. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course, but there was no more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us has actually murdered someone. Yeah, somebody here, and I don't have a specific idea who could have done it. There's people who didn't like Junko, not Junko, Sayaka, I'm sure, but she was actually a pretty nice person. And then if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here, and the other person would escape, yeah. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable, and yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now's not the time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we do right now is lose all faith. She's lying right behind you! That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words,
cooperation is actually key at this point, absolutely key at this point. Well, I agree with her, I do agree. Who you decide to trust or not trust, of course, is up to you. Continue to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
what the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die? It's, again, this game is so fantastic at getting their personalities across, so well. And not just in, their dialogue, but also, in the visuals of their, 2D sprite. That is the only thing awaiting those who are unable and unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
Terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so if we have to, we have no choice but to move forward.
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, Demo, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength, yep. But they were right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. How did they get into the room, I wonder? That's the interesting thing. How did they know we swapped rooms as well? Someone who had to have seen us swap rooms. You couldn't just someone had to have seen it. I'm terrified to find out, but I still have to know. Otherwise, I know I'd never be able to accept her death. Yeah. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. And right after we were we'll protect you. And I was don't make that promise anyway. Oh boy, a lot of people to question. Let's start from right to left. Let's start with the greatest character in the game, Togami. Oh no, he's not on the total right. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Well, okay, but I still want to talk to my boy Ishimaru. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. That's what was ridiculous. That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. It's so cool that even he's kind of this regulation is stupid when he was so for regulations before with his freaking awesome boots.
Are you serious?
So we're gonna try and find out who did it? Yep.
Oh.
See, you finally noticed.
Crap.
Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead and take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? In Makoto's room? Yeah, in my dorm. I was worried they were gonna even bring it up. She's right.
Then could it be?
At once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded runes with her. I did it because she was afraid.
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth.
The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The thing is, 100% the suspicion is kind of warranted. I can't blame them. You know what I mean? It is kind of interesting that she died in my room. You know? It'd be different if she died in her own room. Of course, like, people are gonna be suspicious of me at this point. The feeling of suspicion and fear have returned. In other words, you think I did it? Kyoko, you don't think I did it. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about the securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You think you're putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? Mondo. After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. Hey. Mondo and Leon, I think is Leon's. I'm so bad at names, guys. I'm gonna forget names sometimes. What is his name? Yeah, Leon. Put Leon, Mondo, and Ishimaru on the door. Or maybe Hakakure, but he's way too laid back. Maybe Kyoko, Mondo, and Ishimaru. So that way you have this beast, you have this guy who's really honorable, but you also have Kyoko to balance out both of their natures together. I think that'd be a good 3 people to put at the door. Me personally, anyway. I don't know. That's how I feel. In that case, I don't mind doing it. Yeah. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Is it obvious you were the culprit? What's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you!
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay. I forgot about the Ogami. Me, Mondo's the beef one, Mondo's the tough one.
I'll stay here there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. 2-player co-op based defense with the 2 of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help and investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Pretty cool. Pretty cool you still get to talk to all these guys and they have a lot of information. I hate this. We still don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead. What about you, Mondo? My name's Mondo. Is this really happening?
Fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear.
Send the kids to bed.
Right, Hagakure. Huh? What's going on? What about you, Ufumi? Ufumi?
Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment.
Oh, get away from me. You'd never talk to me again.
We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
I agree. How do I get a vantage point on these people behind you? Oh. I'm not trying to get distracted. I'm talking to Chihiro.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. Yeah, it's pretty rough. No, I don't want to talk to Ifumi. How do I get behind? There we go, Toku Fukawa. She's hiding. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk, or maybe she killed her, I don't know. Oh my god. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for pulse like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. We all know that, Tagami. Stop trying to act smart. Huh? Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead, then that means everything happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever, it's really real. Oh yeah, he's finally realizing it.
Let me out of
Hell
here.
no, someone save me, let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues from the foundation, then construct an argument to come to the final decision. If we get this wrong, do I really have to say any more?
Perhaps you leave.
I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before he realized.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime.
That's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
Fucking dead.
they better not let me find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder. How do we even do something like that?
Anyway.
We don't have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka.
What are you implying?
Very
It was you.
suspicious.
I don't know. I think it's you, actually. I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
Don't come any closer. You're gonna kill me next. Maybe.
So,
Maybe. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet.
That's true. We may as well check, at least check, just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Huh? Why not? I'm not good with blood.
Oh, you were good with blood when you stabbed Sayaka.
All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Yeah?
Well, ever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Wait, hold on a second for a second here. Options. I was weird because the blood is all pink. I thought maybe like there was like a safe mode or something, but I'm okay with it, I suppose. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me still had filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution.
Pretty simple.
Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
It's like, I don't think it can get any more simple. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who's really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? Investigate, here we go. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizuno. The time of death is estimated around 1:30 a.m. So we went to bed around 10 o'clock. Someone literally waited hours. They were probably thinking it over. So how many hours did they wait? 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to... 3 hours and a half. They waited. Wow. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. That Makoto is dangerous. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. Okay, so the wrist is also was fractured. Okay. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma File 1 has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. How are you, Hagakure? No way, I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you, good Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. What about you, Chihiro? How are you doing? Aren't you going to help investigate... aren't you going to help investigate Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. That makes sense, I suppose. This is a really big gym. The gym in our school is not even nearly... Oh my god, it's not even nearly that big. Leave the gym. I don't think there's anything here we can really, like, investigate. We should go to the room first of all, right? Unless there's someone here we can talk to. Yeah, I'm very okay with leaving here. Let's try our best. I think we should go up to the room first, though. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime in my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Yeah. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. Oh my god, look at this. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Well, the key's on the ground. There's a key on the ground. It may have a name on it. So this has my name on it. So this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. That's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switch room, we switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key in here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open otherwise. What's the point of even switching? Exactly. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka wasn't here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms. Yeah, so we know we switched rooms. Was there anything in here? Just the toolkit, yeah. I mean, I guess I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this. Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted out theirs yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it
By
yesterday.
the way,
None of the guys have opened the toolkits yet, cause like why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook, so none of the guys have opened up their toolkit yet. So are we trying to assume that it was a girl that did this, maybe? This is a replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? I think it was. I have an idea here, and plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I actually hadn't looked at the blade itself until now. I should be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off in parts of the blade and the handle. Yet the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you touch it a little bit. Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I think that these sword slashes weren't being... Look at the way it's leading. To the bathroom. It starts here. And comes all the way up to the bathroom. You see what I'm saying? This is a replica sword I brought, yeah. So it talks about the sword, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could slide off in the middle of a fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Okay, I have an idea here as well. Oh my god, I have an idea here already of what's been happening with that. Don't worry, I won't be skipping stuff like that. I made a mistake there, that's all. It's the display stand the sword was on. Trying to see exactly if I don't want to miss anything. Scratches on the ground. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Yes, yes. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I had heard something. That would not have been possible. The soundproofing, yeah. Don't you remember all of the rooms are completely soundproof? So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Yep. Legit. And evidence of a struggle. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether you did this, whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. What about you, Mondo?
by the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
son of a
That
bitch.
dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
Fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. What if the girl did it?
Yo,
I can sort out when the time comes. Yeah, and I love that about his character as well. Like, it's like, yeah, this dude's crazy. He'll punch the first thing he sees. But he also has a conscience. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but... Cool illustration. What are you doing?
Obvious. No, not really.
Oh, it's a really cool illustration.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of the
Did you
room.
lose a contact or
She's so
something?
cool. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrated pretty hard on it. Anything else we should be looking at? No. I was just trying to see the room if there was evidence of a struggle at the room. You know, at the door, like maybe. I'm trying to I know I'm doing this a lot, guys, but I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Oh, okay, so they want us to look. So what else are we looking at here? The bed, I suppose? Yep. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? I mean, let's check everything. Did someone write something down? The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. A surveillance camera. The mastermind must be using to keep an eye on everything that's happening in here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep watching. Yeah, it's pretty effed. So what else can we look at here? We looked at like... Wait, the paint? The lint roller? Maybe? Looking at lint roller looks like there's a way less than before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? Maybe. If she did, that's very nice of her. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Yeah.
Well,
Perhaps there's another one of Monokuma's strike. Yeah. Yeah, she said this as well. Is there something over here? I know for a fact there's probably some stuff I'm missing. The table, of course, yeah. There's scratches and gouges. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. Yeah.
well.
Okay. Oh, I pressed this by accident. I mean, we could check the TV, but I don't think it's gonna give us anything. Yeah. We going there now? What am I missing? I know I'm just starting this off, so obviously I'm gonna miss something. I'm gonna miss stuff sometimes. I might actually just be being silly right now. And you gotta say something else?
By the way, you son of a... You
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Like, look at this. There's struggle on the ground. I wish we could keep it up on the screen. You know what I mean? The door, but like... Yeah, the toolkit we already got. We got the gold sword already. Yeah, and the gold coating is coming off, which is actually very important. Are you a clean freak? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding around the room, she glanced one more time. Interesting. What's interesting? Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's what I was missing. Unusual, what do you mean?
So,
I've searched your floor from corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed there's something while I was looking around before. The lint roller, yeah. Like the lint roller room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it?
See.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Wait, was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's a question, isn't it? There we go again, another really awesome one added to the book. Did we do everything in here now? Can we go in here now? The bathroom, here we go. On the other side of this door. Yep. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Force myself to panic now. To panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. It's so hard to look at this. Like, it's really difficult to look at something like this. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears, but I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to figure out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Oh, okay, so we have to explore this room now. First, I want to check her hands. Can we check her hands? So there's that. First of all, the knife is probably. I was going to check her because I was thinking if she has the gold plating on her hands, then she was using the sword for self-defense. I also want to check Sayaka's sewing kit as well, but yeah. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now there's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about the body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into the stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist was broken. Oh my god, there's gold on her hands. There's gold on her hands. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure, but there's some sort of glittery there on her. What? You mean glitter? On her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. It's the sword. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come there's only on her left finger? Yeah. So, okay, I don't know much about... So the wrist is interesting. It makes me think someone grabbed her by the wrist when she was probably using the gold sword. To defend herself, maybe. Which would make sense why she backed up to the bathroom from the bed. I'm thinking that she brought the sword to bed or something. And maybe like pulled it out and started like trying to defend herself or something. And then she fell out of the bed, fought back to the bathroom, but like it was too much. He grabbed her by the wrist, broke her wrist, whoever it was. I'm saying he's assuming it's a he. I can't do that either because even though like a girl could break the wrist too, like Aoi is a sports girl, she could easily do it. You know what I mean? Like, and here's the thing, like, you know, I'm a boy who's like, well, I'm like 5'9", I'm like 8.5 stone, which is like 65 kilos. Like, I'm very, like, I'm not tall, and I'm also skinny. Like, any person could break my wrist. You know what I mean? Any person could, a 5-year-old could break my wrist. But yeah, I don't know about the finger though. The finger of blood. Wait a second. Did she write the message herself on the wall? Did she try to write the message herself? The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her. No. So when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is why her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom. Yeah, they inflicted a deadly wound. That's what I was thinking too. But this right here, did she try to write the message? Because if so, L-E-O, Leon? I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw Leon. It's Leon. What? What do you mean? Written on the door 1103. That's Leon. That's Leon. Did Sayaka do this? Dude, that's Leon. That's literally upside down Leon. That's literally upside down Leon. Let's not bullshit here. Well, I guess like to someone else it could just be numbers, but that looks like Leon. The water for the shower gets turned off at nighttime. Is that the only things we can really look at here? I think that's the only things we can really look at here. Let's check the nut wound just one more time, just in case. Yeah, sharp object. Yeah. Yeah, we can probably skip through this as well. Yeah, the wrist. Yeah, okay, I think that's all we can look at in here. So Leon did it. Or, wait a second. Okay, hold on one second. Truth bullets. Sayaka's wrist. Sayaka's wrist had been fractured. Right wrist. Is she left-handed though? That's the thing I need to know. The reason I need to know this, she was using the sword with her right hand, right? But she wrote with her left hand. So is it possible that someone tried to frame Leon as well? By using the finger to write with the blood? Possibly. Look, we'll exit here anyway. Yeah.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. The most likely are Sayaka's dying message. Yes, it's not numbers. I never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote her life itself. Do you often talk about an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. Leon.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them only by turning her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well,
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end, and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Leon! But could she, that's what I'm saying, could she write it from that position, especially if she's right-handed? Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. It's Leon! Well, I know I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better than ask an ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, though, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. The bathroom door frame is added to the truth bullet section. Wait, hold on a second. What way would this be relevant? Unless, like, maybe... Did I mention it to anyone else, how the door opens? I'm trying to think, did I mention it to anyone else? Maybe not.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, but actually I'm referring to the broken doorknob. The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. It's gone? What the heck? No, it's just broken. It's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it, so someone did open their toolkit. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What, it was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking up the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girl's bathroom can lock, right? She stood there for a while lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she got a shot of question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about it? That's what I was thinking. Did I tell anyone about it? Sayaka. We told Sayaka about it, but yeah, that's it, yeah. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she really was starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. What clears up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
We'll see you later. As if forgetting I was ever there, she suddenly turned and left the room. The bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbag. What about the other thing you were going to say, though? I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there were some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. Yeah. So we're gonna leave here. So DVD, we have to talk to Chihiro about the numbers thing, even though we know it's Leon. What else should we do? Check for gold on people's hands and stuff like this. What else? Check people's toolkits and sewing kits, and check where that knife could have come from. You okay? Is there anyone else hanging out here? Oh, well, if it isn't the guy whose message was written on the goddamn wall, huh? There's no way this boy could kill anyone. Wait, there's blood splatter on his clothes. Maybe he could. And he's got one of those belts from the mid-2000s. Wait 1 second. Hold on just a second. You all wait there. When was Danganronpa released? Oh, okay. November 25th, 2010. That is 100% a 2009, 2008 belt buckle. Or belt. Yep. That checks out. See you guys later, okay? Thank you for watching. This is really fun. This is really, really fun. I actually love these investigations a lot.